Welcome back, everybody, to the Pokemon TPP version playthrough. This is part 19! And, yeah, we're here in Fuchsia City. I'm gonna be going to the Safari Zone, but, first we're gonna be going into the wrong house and, immediately getting confused, because I literally sat there for a second. I was like, wait a minute, isn't this the Safari Zone? And I was completely unfamiliar with this, not room, this little house, I guess. And I thought maybe it was some sort of addition to the romhack. Turns out, no, this is actually in the game. And, these guys are talking about the game warden, who owns the Safari Zone. And, that first of all, they call him Slowpoke, because apparently he looks like one. And, he has some sort of speech problem. So lucky for us, we know how to fix speech problems, because, you know, we just do. And we're gonna fix his speech problem. How? Well, you know, it's magical magic. Yes, magical magic. Anyway, so this like little area outside the Safari Zone is some sort of like zoo, I guess. And they have Pokemon on display, and by reading the signs, you can get Pokédex information, or actually just a sighting for a specific Pokemon, which is really pointless, because, you know, you find them in the game anyway. Anyway, okay, so now we're finally in the Safari Zone, and we can only use a special Pokeball here, the Safari Ball, and basically it works at just the same as a regular Pokeball, but in the Safari Zone, you are not allowed to use your Pokemon. You can only throw bait at them, throw a rock at them, throw a Pokeball at them, or run away when you encounter a wild Pokemon. So throwing the bait will actually make them less likely, because they'll have a chance to run away regardless, because that's just how they work here in the Safari Zone. We're not going to worry about any of the Pokemon in the Safari Zone because, you know, we already got, you know, the team here, so we don't need to add on. But I was just a little bit curious, though, you know, just wondering what this ROM hack had in terms of Safari Zone Pokemon. Oh, also, I was going through this completely from memory, from, you know, the many, many times that I have walked through the Safari Zone over the years of having this game. And, yeah, I got a little tripped up there in the beginning. But, yeah, we're hitting our stride now. It's really not... It's a little maze-like, but it's not too terrible. It's definitely memorizable. If that's even a word, I doubt it. Oh, hey, Kangaskhan. Quick, Mega Evolve it. Right? That was in this generation, totally. But yeah, like I was saying, the bait... if you throw the bait at them, they'll be less likely to run away, but they'll be harder to catch. If you throw a rock at them, they'll be easier to catch, but more likely to run away. It's, you know, it's all sorts of give and take. Speaking of take, I had to do a double take there on the pause menu, because originally in Red and Blue, you're given a time limit, quote unquote, in the Safari Zone. And the time limit, oh, hey, you mad? The time limit is actually 500 steps, which isn't really timed at all. But in this ROM hack, they changed it to 3,000 steps. They gave you 6 times as many steps because, you know, I don't know, just in case you, like, run around the Safari Zone and maybe you want to get, like, all the items, because there's a lot of items in the Safari Zone, and a handful of them are pretty good. Also, yeah, then I realized, oh, I can use my bicycle. My bicicleta, because, you know, or I should, no, I should have referenced the Queen song, bicycle, you know, I think I actually referenced that earlier in this playthrough. I don't even remember anymore. It's been a while. Anyway, alright, so, like I said, we were talking about that speech problem that the game warden had. Now, this request notice here says, to find the Safari Warden's lost gold teeth. They're around here somewhere. Huh, it might be a little difficult to find them. I don't know. We're still looking around, though. I found TM30. Where could they possibly be? Anyway, I love that, though. I guess the idea is that we're, like, in a grassy area or something, and the teeth fell into the grass nearby from where that sign is, and then they just couldn't find them, but I don't know, man. That's just a little too obvious. So yeah, by reaching the secret house, which is the furthest point in the Safari Zone, you will obtain HM03, which is Surf, and we need that. Oh, very badly. Yeah, so, you know, I realized that when I was looking at the pause menu, I had actually timed my steps really well, And I was actually, I had like an extra 100 steps that I could have used up. But, yeah, I did pretty good for myself. Made it all the way to the end, got the gold teeth and the Surf HM, which is really the only two things you absolutely need from the Safari Zone in order to progress. But anyway, so I was like running around here. I super sped this because I was like, how do I get out of here faster? Because, you know, I've got 6 times as many steps. Turns out you can use an escape rope. I forgot I had those. I didn't really think about it. I tried to use fly, which, by the way, I actually realized when I was editing this video that I forgot to change Velocitus's moves. And now, not only are they ordered correctly, but fly is on there. Oh, this is the fishing guru's brother. This guy, I believe, will give you the good rod, which, again, I don't really need because I don't need to catch anything else. And, yeah, this is the Warden, giving him his gold teeth, pops them in. Thanks, kid. I can't understand a word I was saying. I just imagine it was like a really, really deep southern drawl. No one could understand what I was saying. Anyway, so then he gives us HM04. So that's really convenient. And within, what was that, 3 minutes? I got 2 HMs? Glad that that's not a thing in any of the later generations. You know, they space them out a little bit better. But yeah, getting 2 HMs in the same city is, it's a little something. Alright, so we're gonna teach Surf to, Moop, and, updating it. Yeah, just, you know, leaned in there, made sure it was updated. We're gonna give, Strength to Shelly, get rid of Withdraw, because I haven't used that in, like, 50,000 years. Okay, yeah, that's updated. Alright. Double thumbs up, we're good to go. Alright, so we're gonna use that fancy new Strength, for this conveniently placed Strength boulder that the Game Warden just happens to have in his house. And, yeah, there's a rare candy behind that. I like rare candies. They're pretty good. And tasty, you know. They gave out a lot of them in Halloween. I don't know. Alright, so, we're switching around Rocky and, somebody. That was that Shelly. I think that was Shelly. But, yeah, once again, you know, I'm actually... Yeah, there it is. I'm actually remembering a little bit more now about the bicycle. You know, not going forever and just forgetting about it. Although, you know, to be fair, I kind of like... What's going on? I kind of like just walking around. Also, oh yeah, that was a little confusing. It's like, why did I just go there and then jump off? So yeah, this whole portion is super sped because yeah, it's really, really annoying to get to the Pokemon. It would have been a lot easier if I would have used Cut, but I don't know, I was being really lazy. Yeah, I literally could have just cut from whatever. Whatever, man, that's why we have the magic of video editing, so that nonsense doesn't take forever. We're gonna deposit the HMs in that rare candy, because I won't need either of the 3 anymore. Well, the HMs I won't need anymore at all, but yeah. Maybe the rare candies later on. Who knows? Alright, so we're gonna talk to, I forgot what this guy's name is. But yeah, he's talking about how there's invisible walls in this gym. Yeah, we got a crazy gimmick in this gym. The invisible walls are very easily seen from the little dots, the little gaps in the blue lines in the gym flooring. And surprisingly, you know, so this is supposed to be a poison type gym, and I had Rocky out first, because I was kind of expecting a bunch of poison types. This guy, this isn't, no, just no, stop. And then he is an Alakazam, why? We're gonna use Velocitus. Oh, I love that try. Like, I was so baffled by that. I was like, oh my god, that did so much damage. That try attack did a lot. But then again, you know, normal type moves were considered physical in Gen 1, 2, and 3. So I assume that Alakazam has really terrible defense. Oh, also, this guy was 100% true. He's like, brute strength isn't the trick to Pokemon, or the secret to Pokemon is actually strategy. He's absolutely right. You have to have a good strategy in your team in order to get anywhere. But yeah, good strategy equals good game. Yeah, I just made that up. Alright, take care of this guy's Hypno. Never mind that poison. I mean, he poisoned me, so I guess it kind of counts like that being a poison type. Still no poison type so far in this gym. Bunch of jugglers, though. Those are just weird. Jugglers. Anyway. So yeah, this battle turned out to be very, 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 very bad. Very bad indeed. So he just has like a Mr. Mime out first, which is, you know, it's not that big of a deal. But also, it used Substitute, which, oh, and I forgot to mention the first time that we saw Substitute a few parts ago in the Rocket hideout. I was able to use Thunder Wave and paralyze him behind his Substitute, which is not a thing anymore. Oh, lucky for Substitute users. Oh, that did a lot more damage than I would have expected. This guy comes out, uses Sleep Powder and Psychic. That's a feint for Rocky. So then I was like, oh, I'll just pull out Mouser, because that guy's half flying, right? Oh, right. Turns out, no, he's bug poison. I forgot about that. And then he also feints Mouser. He says, I'm done for. No, I'm the one that's done for. I had 2 feints in one battle. That's not okay. Alright. Oh yeah, I'm not a big fan of what this guy says here. Ninja have a long history of using, and I don't like the way that he just used the word using animals. You know, not befriending animals, not allying themselves with animals. Using them. I don't know, man. I guess it was just a Gen 1 thing. Slash, you know, that's like that's how they had to translate it, you know, because they only have so much character space to work with. So, you know, they probably just didn't. They probably didn't really care too much about it. They didn't think that, you know, some really, really nitpicky guy like me was just gonna make a big deal out of it or anything, and just whatever. Oh, that Rhydon! Yeah, this is all super sped, but yeah, if you didn't catch it, that Rhydon actually had Horn Drill. Luckily, it missed. Rocky is 2 levels below that, or was 2 levels below that Rhydon, so there was a pretty decent chance that that would have hit, and that would have been very, very annoying. No, the invisible walls really don't have me frustrated. This isn't complicated at all. Sorry, buddy. Anyway, let's look at some comments. Marisa Kirasame actually got back to me about the Jotaro reference, and also this is Sun and Moon spoilers, just in case anybody doesn't want to hear those. But she says, anywho, the mimetic link between JoJo and Red and Blue's design is due to the fact that Red's face looks suspiciously similar to Jotaro's face in Diamond is Unbreakable, Blue's sunglasses being similar to Kakyoin's? And the remix of the rival encounter theme used in Sun and Moon sounds like a fusion between that and Stardust Crusaders, which is a Jotaro character, or which is Jotaro's character theme. And, yeah, that made a lot more sense. And then True Pixartron fan chimes in and just says, I can only handle so much meme trash, man. I agree with that completely. Alrighty. Oh! This guy. You'll see why I'm so, unsettled by this guy, as we finish up this battle. Oh, this battle was extremely, extremely stupid. So, I don't think this is what he does in the actual Red and Blue, but this was literally his whole strategy, was just switching his Pokemon out constantly. Then once I finally got his Squeezing, which is almost dead now, or almost fainted, then it just uses Haze. That was such an awful battle. Then when he's done, he says, dropped my balls. Dropped my balls. Okay? I literally, you saw that. I sat there for like 10 seconds because I just couldn't believe my eyes. I think I remember that. I don't remember if that was like a meme or something that, you know, came out of like the Pokemon fandom. But I remember hearing it many, many times. Many times. Anyway. Alright, so we're getting ready to battle Koga here, and I think everybody knows what time it is now. That's right. It's fancy background switching time for our gym leader fight. I always love these. They're kind of a pain in the neck to do, but you know, it's once they're actually done and you know, I get to see them in all their splendorous glory. Then you know, I really like how it looks. But anyway, we're gonna starting off with this level 61 Venomoth. I can't remember if the battle with Erica was this one-sided in terms of levels, but yeah, we're pretty out-leveled here by these guys. Or so far, I should say. So this very first Pokemon is already 6 levels higher than Rocky. Oh well, 5 levels now. Very good level up by Rocky, taking down that Venomoth with ease. And he brings out Muck. Now, I'm so happy to see that, you know, he has a bunch of poison-type Pokemon. You know, that made me very happy, because, you know, then I can actually use Rocky to full effectiveness here. I don't have any, like, you know, friggin', Psychic types. Good lord. I don't know why that escaped me. I don't have any Psychic types here, or Psychic type attacks. So, Ground type is really all I gotta go with. Now, it's actually really funny, you know, so I just randomly did that Harden, because I thought maybe I might need it. You know, these guys are kind of high-leveled, and, you know, they're all poison type, so I figured that, you know, they're all physical-oriented. So I figured maybe, you know, just one Harden might be useful. Well, we're gonna see that come into play once we get to the finale of this battle here. Also, yeah, he kept doing this a lot with using X attack. I don't get it. He literally threw this fight here. He used 2. How many does he have? Why does he think he needs to use more than 1? I don't get it. Anyway, Beedrill, though, is a very interesting sight, though. You know, this late in the game. Ah, yes, okay, so here we go. So he's got this Weezing here. It's level 63, so this is his ace Pokemon. It uses Explosion, 7 levels higher than Rocky, and it does like 33 damage. I was sitting there literally laughing because of how ridiculous it was, first of all, that he used Explosion on his final Pokemon, and then second of all, how it just did 30 damage. See, that Harden actually was useful. League Badge get! We got the Soul Badge, which is... Oh yeah, right. I was about to say, no, that's completely wrong. It's not called the Soul Badge. Yeah, it is. Anyway, you know, I'm always, like, when I think about the badges in Gen 1, I always get the 4th and 5th confused. Or, I'm sorry, the 5th and 6th. Because you can actually do them in reverse order from each other. But, I don't know, I just, like, when it first comes to mind, I always imagine that the Marsh Badge is the 5th badge. Like, the technical 5th badge. But yeah, no, technically, like, you're officially supposed to get the Soul Badge 5th. Although, like I said, you can get the Marsh Badge earlier than that. Alright. Oh, I had to go back in there because I had to talk to the guy and then look at the amazing statue because, you know, important stuff. Alright. So, we're gonna have a little, after we heal up, a little, team switch here, and we're gonna have Mouser lead the team, which, I think it's been quite a while since Mouser's led the team. I don't remember how long it's been. And, you know, I really, you know, it's like little bits of information like that I probably would have, like, written down or memorized or something, you know, early on, back in the day. Which, of course, you know, Brian likes to make fun of me, as evidenced by this comment he actually made on this playthrough. You know, because I used to call myself the information specialist. So, Dragonite Spam actually asked me, how do I remember all the lists of moves and Pokemon and stuff that have been encountered in the game so far? Or do I just know them all from memory? I literally just, you know, it's just whatever I remember. But Brian had to reply and call me the information nerd. He used to have paper printouts of information ready to go if he was going to commentate LOL. I mean, I still do that without the paper printouts, you know, I just tab out now. I don't know why I felt like I needed to print out the Wikipedia info for like a game, but I don't know, man, that's what I did. Alright, so we're gonna take care of this second Snorlax here with the Poke Flute. And there was something that I really wanted to mention, though, because I promised I would mention it the next time I do commentary. Darth Malevolence actually commented and said that the Cubone that's in this one house in Lavender Town is next to this girl. I like how he explains things. And she says how Team Rocket killed the Cubone's mother. That's why the spirit of Cubone's mother is haunting the tower or whatever, you know, and I guess that's why, you know, the Team Rocket guys were, you know, one floor above, and the Marowak was right there, you know, in ghost form. So it's not actually a super rare Pokemon. They're not actually extinct. There's not just one of them in the entire world. I was wrong. Thank God. Everything's totally right in the world. Because, I mean, you know, there were trainers that had Cubones, and I think some Marowaks, so, you know, it was just really confusing to me. I knew there was some kind of, like, side story that I wasn't caught up on. But anyway, that's going to be it for this part of the Pokemon TPP version playthrough. Join me in part 20, where I'll be continuing on through Route 12 and further on. See you all next time.